What did you forget?
I forgot the dirhams.
Okay.
Because I
Okay,
made...
explain what this is. He's got a can when it says Adam's Brent counter.
Yeah, I don't know if the camera can see it.
Okay.
Adam's Brent counter.
There it is.
Because...
What do you do? No, it's okay. You can, right now, it's okay.
I can say, because I always do this. I always go, Brent, and I say something. And the thing is,
you know why I don't want you to do that on this podcast.
I always say your name during our conversation.
But why do you do it?
Because I guess it's just a bad habit.
Okay. Why is it a bad habit? Because this is a learning thing.
Yeah, a learning thing.
Yeah.
Because as friends, I never say your name when the mics are off.
In a conversation.
Right? When the mics are off, I go, hey man, what do you think? I don't go, hey Brent, what do you think?
Exactly. It'd be weird, right? It'd be so weird
Right?
if we're just sitting around and I'm like, Adam, here's what I need you to do. It's like, no. I mean, maybe, but it's in a normal conversation, you don't do it. And I think if you go back, and maybe you want to go back the last episode and listen at least a few times, I think you just said.
I think I did.
You know what, Brent? Because you're doing that for the audience.
Yeah.
And in this business, you want to be conversational, friendly, normal. Yeah. And I think with just about any media, social media, you don't want to seem like, I'm a presenter. But for some reason, when you put a microphone in somebody's face, suddenly you become a presenter.
Yeah, and you change, and I'm trying to break that. And
just be normal. So what did I do? What did I say?
Brent said, "Give me a dirham for every time you say my name during the podcast."
That's right.
And so I've made this. I kind of, and I found a picture of your cat. I looked for this properly. I found a picture of your cat.
That's good. It's like
and
Buddy.
I called it Adam's Brent counter. And every time I say Brent's name,
right,
in a way where it's
unnecessary. Yeah, you owe a dirham.
I'll put a dirham in there.
Yeah.
Problem is, I left all my coins in the car.
Okay.
So I've got 15 coins just in case I say 15
What do you have
times.
on you? What kind of money do you have on you? He's looking at his watch. Well, I've got this.
This is a cheap watch. I've got my wallet in the car.
Don't lie. You have no money on you.
Should I check my bag? Stay here.
No.
Okay.
We will just, if it happens, I'm gonna get a piece of paper.
Okay.
And I'm gonna mark down on this piece of paper how many times you say it. Now we're on the clock.
We're on the clock.
Okay. So there's no going back now.
What if I just want to give you money?
It's gonna be distracting for you when I pop this open.
I feel like I'm back at school now.
That'll be fun. Real quick before we kind of get started, I guess we're getting started. I got a message here from Chris. Brent, did you hear the old story about Taylor Swift and 4chan? Wondering if it's true. I just heard it a few days ago. Do you know what 4chan is?
No clue.
It's like a sleazier version of Reddit, I guess. I mean, it's like, I don't go on 4chan. I've just kind of dropped in a couple of times just to see, like, if somebody says, can you believe what people are talking about on 4chan? It's horrible. Like, it is like no man's land, the Wild West, all mixed into one. But I don't know. Could you get your phone?
Yeah.
And I don't know if we can say.
I could look it up here on the computer.
Okay. Yeah. So look it up. And if it's something you can't say.
What was the story?
He says, have you heard the old story about Taylor Swift and 4chan? Now, 4chan is the number 4, CHAN.
Okay.
And I hate that I'm giving 4chan
any publicity.
Yeah,
right
exactly. Because they're, I mean, there are good people, but there's some really bad people on 4chan. It's not like everybody's bad on 4chan, but you see like the overview of what it is. While Adam does that, we're still on the lookout for an opening. We need some sort of opening for the show.
Yeah.
We're not doing great. Getting some original music or something as an opener. I want some kind of really cool opener. I got a thought about what it should be. And I know that Adam reached out to somebody. Okay, Adam's hands are on his head. That's never a good sign. Is it something we can say?
I don't know.
Okay, what can you say?
No, I can, but it's just like it's. I can say it.
Allegedly, everything is. Hey, if you ever want to get out of trouble,
say alleged.
Just say allegedly.
Allegedly.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was the 2012 internet prank.
Oh, 2012.
Yeah. Where 4chan users manipulated a vote to have Taylor Swift perform at a school for deaf people.
Oh, I got you. Yeah, allegedly.
So, Taylor Swift's going to perform for the deaf because I think they didn't like Taylor Swift. So,
I got you. You know, they did the same thing to Pitbull, And have you heard this story?
No.
Pitbull's such a cool guy. There was this, what was it? It was a competition, and I don't remember. Maybe you can look it up what sponsor this was. It was a Pitbull will come to your city and perform competition. Now, I don't know who the sponsor was. Say, maybe it was Doritos. I have no idea. But a bunch of pranksters, maybe it was 4chan. I actually don't know. They kind of, I forget what they call it, when you get a big, huge group of people on social media and everybody just basically pounds a vote. They just get in there, brigade. It's called brigading. So they all just get a bunch of people, hey, let's send Pitbull to this tiny town in Alaska. Where there's just it's like a village. There's like nobody. And that village won because the way the competition was set up, they didn't put choose from these cities, which they probably should have done. But instead, they just said any city in the world or any town, Pitbull will come and perform in your town.
And everyone voted for that small city in Alaska.
That city won. I don't know about everyone because I'm sure some people actually did vote legitimately, but they brigaded this website where the votes were, and this small town in Alaska won. But the cool thing is, Pitbull could have said, no, I'm not going. Pitbull, he got on a plane and he went to this tiny town. I don't know that he performed, but he met with everybody. He took a bunch of pictures. Good guy. Love Pitbull. I've never seen Pitbull live. Have you seen Pitbull live?
No, but I actually really want to.
It looks like a party.
I know Jacob, another one of our presenters on Virgin Radio, he is going to go watch Pitbull in, I think, Poland.
Let's go.
Soon.
All of us. Let's go.
I'm so down. I'm in. I'm
Huh.
in. Yeah.
Huh.
That
Okay. Anyway, so that's, hey, thank you, Chris, if you're watching or listening. Appreciate that question. Is it true that it's probably true that they tried? I wouldn't be surprised to get Taylor Swift to play at a deaf school. But
oh man.
Yeah.
I think that's the story.
That's a great example of 4chan and why you should never go.
Yeah.
So
it's true.
Now the theme song, and I hate to make this thing a weekly discussion topic.
Yeah.
I sent
one of my friends a message
to your friend.
An idea.
Uh-huh.
And he's down to help out.
Yeah, okay.
However, then he came back to me and he's like, I've got a lot of friends that sort of match the voice that you're going for, but they would want to get paid. That was the response.
And that's what everybody hears. Okay. And we're going to put a thing out right now. Just let everybody know there is no money. There's no money. The prize here, the payment is notoriety and exposure on what I hope will be one of the biggest podcasts in the country.
Yeah.
Eventually this thing, I think, will take off.
We're gonna keep this up. We're gonna keep this
even
up.
if it doesn't take off, we're gonna keep doing it.
We're gonna keep talking.
That's right.
Brent, honestly, I love chatting to you. This is not, I don't get excited just because we're doing a podcast. I get excited because I get to talk to Brent. And I think that's an energy that we can keep going. We keep that going.
Coming up, we're going to play a game. Adam, I'm going to give you a chance to win 100 of those dirhams that you can put in.
100 dirhams?
Yeah.
Brent, you've already given me 1,000 dirhams to invest. You're going to give me some more money?
Did you hear what you just did, by the way? You did it?
I did it. No.
And hey, I'm not trying to bait you into doing this. I want you to succeed. I'm not trying to bait you. There's one dirham right there. Is the first dirham.
First dirham.
Anyway, I got a game coming up. We're gonna see what Adam knows about the news from the year he was born, 2004. Okay.
Whoa, this is not fair.
What do you mean it's not fair?
It's not fair because I wasn't alive. I was born at the end of 2004.
I know a lot of things that happened before I was alive.
Really?
Yeah. You know why?
Okay.
I took history classes.
Okay, fair. All right, fair. You know what? I think I'm gonna ace this. I have to believe in myself now, Brent. I have to believe in myself.
What is the oldest thing you remember?
I remember about the world or about my life?
Yeah, no, just about the world. What's the first memory you have? Anything like newsy?
That history class, I remember. Okay, if I want to go all the way back, I can go into the first caliphate of Islam, which was in the first few hundred
I don't
years.
mean before your life. I mean the first.
Okay, I'm going all the way back.
Not that far back.
Okay.
I mean in your own life, in your 20 years. What's the first thing? What's the first news thing you remember?
What is the first memory of my life?
Oh my gosh! First memory of your life. The first news. The first news. News or pop culture. Just the first thing you remember that you could say, "Hey, that was kind of newsworthy."
It was probably the first recession of 2008. That was my first recession.
Wow.
Yeah, 2008.
And you already.
I was 4 years old.
You were, oh yeah, you were 4.
Yeah, I was probably 3.5.
So you remember the recession?
Oh,
Was it because like your family was impacted by it?
Oh, are you talking about while I was like what I remember while I was young, or right now in my life?
I mean, what's the first thing you remember as a child living the moment, thinking, "Oh wow, that's news."
Okay, no, I can't go that far back then.
Okay.
No, I don't remember much.
You
no,
can.
but I don't remember much. Like I remember while I was alive, the first 10 years of my life, I remember nothing.
He remembers the first thing is Kanye and Taylor Swift. Taylor, I'm gonna let you finish.
I have to say, it has to be probably Trump announcing he was gonna run for president.
That's like 2015.
Yeah, I know. I
You
can't
know,
remember.
he did
news.
run in 2012.
Yeah, like,
unsuccessfully.
Yeah. So no, then. So I was.
Oh, before you. So not the time he won.
Yeah, the time he announced it.
Okay.
So I think that was like 2012. I think.
Yeah.
So I remember I was like in Lebanon back then. I was living there for a few years, and I remember like everyone was freaking out, and that's what I remember like in the school.
Yeah, because when adults suddenly make a big fuss about something and we're kids, that is going to have an impact.
Yeah. So that was probably, if I really thought about it, I could go further, but that's right now coming to my mind.
I'm gonna this will date me a little bit, but that's okay. Have you ever heard of Ronald Reagan?
Yes.
There was an assassination attempt.
Yeah.
On his life.
Yeah.
I want to say it was like 1980 or 81.
Wow.
And I remember because I was trying to watch cartoons, and my cartoons were taken off the air because they were talking about this assassination attempt.
Wow, they took the cartoons off?
Yeah.
And they just put the Ronald...
Okay, back in the day, I know this is hard for you to imagine, but we had like 3 channels. There were the networks, and that was it. It was just, and in the US, we had NBC, ABC, and CBS. That was it. And there was a couple of independents that showed awesome like horror movies and Godzilla movies late at night, which I stayed up late, which is probably why I still stay up late. But the 3 networks for the most part, and if some big breaking news thing happened, they
would cut out everything just to show it?
They would just, if it was something big, the next thing I remember is probably have you ever heard of the Space Shuttle Challenger?
Oh, during the Cold War.
Okay.
Was it?
The Cold War lasted
race to space, the space race. Is it during that?
No, that was like the 60s.
Oh, okay.
I was not alive in the 60s.
Yeah, that's why I'm confused.
The Space Shuttle Challenger, I want to say 1985, January, February, it was cold. That was the reason it blew up. It blew up on takeoff. It's tragedy. I highly recommend. There is a Netflix documentary.
What's it called?
Maybe Space Shuttle.
Space
It's
Shuttle.
on Netflix. If you look up like Netflix Space Shuttle documentary, really fascinating documentary. You got it?
Yeah, I see it.
What is it called? What's it called?
I'm just seeing
the title.
Partially reusable.
Anyway,
No, this is the wrong one.
It was 7 astronauts. Space Shuttle, Netflix Space Shuttle documentary. Sorry, I'm just looking it up for you. Challenger: The Final Flight.
Yeah, Challenger.
2020 it came out. And I mean, if you have time, fascinating. But then again, I love space and all that.
Yeah.
But here I'm a kid, and this is the first time they ever wanted to send a civilian up in space. So they had this huge nationwide hunt in the United States to send someone onto the space shuttle, because at this point, the space shuttle had been going for, I don't know, 10 years or less. And they wanted to revive public interest in the space program, because at this point, everybody had already seen the space shuttle go up. It used to be fascinating, and now it was just, they're sending another shuttle up. Big deal, right? So they wanted to reinvigorate the public's interest in space, or else nobody's going to want to throw a bunch of tax money at the space program in NASA. So they did this big search, and they found this woman named Christina McAuliffe, I think, and she was a teacher. And they sent her up into space. She was so excited, and they were excited to have a teacher because, all the children would be watching, and they put that space shuttle into the air, and it blew up.
Oh, gosh.
Live on television. So many schools around the United States were watching live.
Oh, my gosh.
As it blew up. And you can, and I was actually in lunch when it happened, apparently, but all of a sudden, all these other kids from the hallway started coming into the lunchroom, absolutely crying their eyes out. And I'm like, what happened? Was it shot day again? Is it vaccine? Is it vaccine day? and and the rumor got around to us, like, oh, the space shuttle blew up. So wild, crazy story. And it didn't have to happen, as with most tragedies, and so many mistakes were made. But if you, watch that document, if you're interested. It was just one of those things and that'll always have a huge impact on my life. Probably why I have such a fascination with space and stuff. But yeah, Space Shuttle Challenger. I saw it. I saw they have in Florida where the SpaceX launches happen, Cape Canaveral it's called, Kennedy Space Center. You can go there. It's incredible. They have space shuttles. They have a real life space shuttle because it's retired. They retired the space shuttle program in like 2011. And I know I'm going on about this, so I apologize. No, but it's fascinating to see a real space shuttle up close.
I want to watch this so bad now, actually. I want to watch that. I want to see that whole story. I
want to report on it next week.
I'll report on it. Okay. I'll watch it.
That's your homework.
I'll watch it. That's your homework. Done.
Yeah. They have all the astronauts and the teacher who died. They have a whole area for them, kind of a memorial. For
which state isn't it? Is it in
Florida? So it's called Kennedy Space Center, Cape Canaveral. It's right on the coast of Florida. If you watch SpaceX launches, they do launches in like California as well, but in Florida it's from this place, also Texas I think, but in Florida, Cape Canaveral, Kennedy Space Center, and you can see as they launch, you can see amazing camera angles of the coast of Florida. That's it. That's where they launched, and sadly that's what happened.
That's what you remember. Oh, crazy.
Yeah, pretty rough memories.
Rough. It was a much rougher time back then, I think.
Yeah, we didn't have social media where we could start looking into conspiracy theories. Man, could you imagine if something like that happened now? There'd be so many conspiracy theories, but it did turn out it could have been prevented. So I want to report next week. All right,
I will watch it. I'll watch it. Brent, you gave me 1,000. Oh, I just said your name again. And
you knew, hey, but you know what? This is progress because you are learning that you're doing it. You're noticing. So that's too.
I am disappointed in myself though, because I feel like if I put my mind to something, I can do it, and I'm failing. This is not.
You owe the can 2 dirhams.
2 dirhams.
So you want to talk about this? So we did this last week.
You gave me 1,000 dirhams, and
I didn't give you anything. I didn't give it to you.
You lent me.
I lent you 1,000 dirhams.
Because you want me to invest it for you. Because you believe I have insane investing skills.
That's not true. I just want to see what you can do. And I think this is entertaining.
Yeah.
And I think it's a good bit. So I said a month. I'll give it a month and then we'll reinvestigate. Yeah. But I want to check in every week to see how it's going. Now, last week, let's recap. Last week, Adam said he's going to do half of it in Bitcoin or some kind of...
In a
cryptocurrency. Hopefully not a meme coin. But
okay.
I don't know. Okay. The other half, he said he wanted to do couch flipping on Dubizzle, which I highly discouraged him. So tell me, what are you doing?
So I thought I'd start with the first half of your money. So if anything happens, I just I still have another half to work with.
Okay. Because he's gonna go to the roulette table and it's like all on black.
I lost the first half in meme coin.
You lost it?
Yeah. First 500 dirhams.
You've already lost 500 dirhams?
Yeah. I'm going to make it back, though.
What? Are you kidding? Or
I'm
serious?
kidding.
Okay.
No. I wanted to see if you had faith. I wanted to see you believed that I would lose your money. Brent.
I do believe you could, but I mean, I'm going to take you at face value if you're going to tell me you lost it.
Guess what happened?
You're not a very good liar, by the way, because you look at the face like, oh, wait a minute, he's kidding.
I can't. That's why I'm a good person, because I can't be a bad person.
Yeah.
You just know.
And I thought, man, he must have just invested in the worst. I can't say the word coin.
Yeah.
He must have just put it in
the poop coin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I mean, losing it all, that's tough. That means you kind of hitched your wagon to something that was absolutely pump and dump for somebody. They were just saying, hey, here's a new coin.
Yeah.
You pumped your money into it, and then they
dumped it.
They just
Brent, guess what?
Tell me.
I made you 25 dirhams.
Hey!
I made you 25 dirhams.
Okay, how?
I just put it in Ethereum. Because it's something I have my own money in, and I believe I'm putting it in there for you.
Again, this is not an endorsement.
Not financial advice.
We cannot put say we tell you to invest. This is just us doing our little fun thing.
I've lost money doing it. Like don't take my advice at all. Don't do it. Don't do it. But Brent's taking my advice. So I put 500 dirhams of your money in Ethereum. We have 525 right now, and
amazing. Now, are you afraid that we're not diversified enough because it's all in Ethereum?
Look, with 500 dirhams, it's not worth it.
Okay.
Diversifying more.
All right.
In my opinion.
Sure.
And here's the thing.
But we live and die by Ethereum now.
No, I mean, not really. Because if we're just doing 1 month.
I'm not telling you what you should do. I'm just saying, I'm surprised you're only doing one. Now, Ethereum, if I know crypto and I don't, it's probably the second most popular crypto
Second
coin.
biggest.
Yeah,
Second biggest market cap, which is the amount of money altogether people have invested in.
And that's after Bitcoin.
After Bitcoin.
How much does one Ethereum cost?
It's last time I checked, I think it was like $2.6K.
2.6, so 2,006, almost 10,000 dirhams.
Yeah, almost 1,000 dirhams.
Okay.
But
Let's go, baby. Let's just
I
buy
think
one.
it might-
Let's buy
not
one.
exactly.
I never thought I could own one Ethereum. Let's just do 10,000. No. You got to stick by the rules. 1,000 dirhams. Good job making 25
thanks.
dirhams.
I made 25 dirhams. Now, with the second half of the money.
Have you had a thought?
I've had a thought. I don't know if I'll do couches anymore because
Thanks.
I did a lot of research on it and it's not very smart.
I appreciate that.
And Brent, I'm not trying to lose your mark. I just said your name again.
You know, you're catching it more than I am.
Yeah. 3 dirhams. I'm making you more money. This is part of your investment.
I didn't say this money in the jar is going to go to me. I don't want the money.
Okay.
I think we'll donate it. Well, depending on this thing is going to swell. That may not be a big enough can for this, but we'll figure out somebody to give this to.
When I bought it, I thought it was too small. I saw it too big. I thought it was too big.
Yeah.
I thought it was too big. So
At
that
this
might be
rate,
too small.
by Christmas, it might be full. Yeah.
I will update you about what the next half of your money will be spent on.
You have no idea.
I have a few ideas, but I don't want to reveal it right now.
Time's ticking. We're at a week now.
1 week. I got 3 more weeks, and I will.
I'm not saying we'll stop. I'm not saying we'll end. You know, I just want to decide. Like, I'm taking my option to remove some of that money
Brent,
if I want to.
you're giving me 20%.
I am.
So I am gonna try and make as much money as possible.
I like it. It's good. You're up 25 dirhams.
So I would keep.
Yep. Come on.
5 dirhams.
There you go. Nice. I was worried you were going. A financial advisor should be able to do simple arithmetic.
Sure. By the way, I got my first package in our studio. You know how you get like everyone gets packages. Sent to them.
Yeah.
I never got sent anything.
Oh, so someone has sent this to you?
Someone has sent me something.
Because I get packages all the time, but it's stuff that I buy for myself.
Stuff that you buy?
Yeah.
Someone has sent me a
Oh,
package.
I know what this is.
I started opening it.
Do you know what it is?
No.
I know what it is. Are you
Is
really?
it worth opening if you know
Oh,
what
yeah,
it is?
100%.
I started opening it and I was like, let me save it for the podcast.
This is great. I know what
Okay.
this is. I'm so happy they included you because I think we all got one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So here we go. Open.
Yep. Oh, look at this.
No. Wait.
Yeah.
I've been hating on this for a while.
Uh-oh.
So I don't know if it's right.
He's
that
gonna
I
have to.
received one.
He's gonna have to eat his words now.
I got a Labubu.
Yeah.
I got a Labubu. I've been hating on this on the radio.
I will say, first of all,
Yeah.
I don't know if you'll understand what I mean when I say don't yuck someone else's yum.
Yeah.
This is not this is a little advice. This is like behind the scenes radio advice, but I mean, we're all friends here. Someone is always going to be disappointed if you
Hate on
criticize something that they like.
Like you shouldn't say you don't like a song, for example.
Exactly.
Right? Yeah,
Never.
yeah.
I mean, that is, and I know some people who do this, not at this station, but I do know some people who talk about how they don't like a song that they just played or about to play. Well, how do you expect people to listen to your station if you're going to, disrespect the music, right? In the same vein, I always say don't disrespect anything that might be someone's favorite thing. Now, I'm guilty of this sometimes. Like, great example is cryptocurrency. I feel like a lot of crypto is just a pyramid scheme where, people that want to make a bunch of money and scam you, they just create a meme coin and say, hey, this is the biggest thing, invest. And as soon as it gets to a certain level, like, whoosh, and they take all the money.
Yeah, which exists for some cryptos, but I don't. Yeah, but that's besides the point.
And
right?
but I'll also say, hey, I'll also throw this one out. Hey, crypto, what does it actually give to society? What does it do?
I think that's for another podcast.
Yeah,
I think we could debate this. Like,
So-
I'm with the crypto side. Like,
I'm a little guilty. I am a little guilty
Yeah.
of yucking someone's yum when it comes to crypto.
and I have been yucking this. because this Labubu, by the way, and it's not I've been hating on it. I just don't understand it. I just don't get it. Like maybe.
What don't you get? What don't you get? Oh, hold on. Are you going to open it? Or
Yeah,
you?
let's
Okay, well,
open
hold on. You know that opening it, it's a secret. So you don't know what color it is until you open it, right?
It's one of these colors, huh?
Or the mystery. See, there's a mystery color.
Ooh.
Now, I mean, if it means nothing to you, my recommendation is to do a giveaway. Like I've got one right now on my Instagram I'm giving away. It's up to you. And it's I mean, this video is going to get 20-something thousand probably views, which is pretty good for me. It's up to you. You can open it. You can decide later. I don't want you to open it for the podcast.
I won't open it for the podcast.
Okay.
I won't reveal the color.
There is a secret way
I
to
don't know
find
if I
out.
will give it away because
Okay.
I am being a bit selfish. I want to just have at least one.
So you do want one.
Now after all the hype, I guess it's worked on.
Believe it or not, and you know me, I have a huge collection of like vintage toys and stuff.
Yeah.
I don't have one myself.
Would you want one?
No, not really.
Did you get one of these?
Eve, yeah, I got one, and I'm giving it away.
Oh yeah, you told me.
That's another thing. He's not listening. He's not listening.
I just
That
realized,
should be
sorry.
another thing for a Dirham when I say so, because that's like the second or third time during this podcast. I'll say something, and you're like, "Where is it? And what state is it in?" And it's like, "Yeah, Florida." I said that like 2 minutes ago, dude. It's not. And it's not like I don't have stuffed animals. I have a few, usually vintage, some cool, My Pet Monster. You don't know what that is.
Oh yeah, no, I know what it is.
You know what it is?
Because of you.
Oh, wow.
Because seeing your stories.
That's from like the mid to late 80s.
The one that just kept having the cigarette smell.
Oh my gosh, that
Right?
thing is crazy. That's like I want to say it's a Spanish toy from the 80s as well.
Yeah.
I finally got the smoke smell out of it, but I had to take it to Champion Cleaners. It was disgusting.
Man.
That's from the late 80s as well, I think. Anyway, beyond the point. Point is, I don't have one because it doesn't really interest me, and I wanted to give them away. So I've given.
You know what? I might actually give it away then.
It's up to you. Whatever you want. I'm not going to push you in one direction, but I want you to think about it. Don't open it here because I feel like somebody would love to have that moment because they're always trying to collect all. And this is like a mystery draw chase kind of, this is huge, right? Chasing certain things. It could be toys like this. It could be sports cards. Chasing a certain card in sports cards is crazy business.
Yeah, it is.
I don't know if you're familiar.
No, I know.
Yeah. So there's like whole TikTok channels based around breaks, like opening boxes, like what's going to be in this one, and they'll take bids and stuff. I don't know if you've ever seen it. Look up breaks on TikTok.
Okay.
It's wild. They just do nothing but, all right, this box, and I don't know, it's a jersey. It's definitely a jersey from one of these 6 NBA teams, and it's going to be signed, right?
Uh-huh.
And so people will start bidding and hoping that they get 4 of the jerseys will be just whatever's, one will be good and one will be amazing or whatever that you might get, and then they'll break them open, and then you may have gotten a good deal by bidding on TikTok. It's wild.
That's probably why this is doing so well because there's this mystery one that people are trying to get.
Yeah, and they're cute.
Should I shout out the company that sent me this? I feel
Yeah,
like
go,
I should say
I mean,
thank
if you want. I
you. I
mean,
don't know, like, do
it's
I
the
need
little
to?
thing. It's little things. It's little things and Pop Mart.
Yeah,
So,
Yardstick Marketing sent me this. I don't like shout out Yardstick. Thank you for sending me.
so there you go. So Adam got his first thing sent to him.
You are my official Yardstick. You're my official first.
There you go. And so
sending brand.
anyone else who wants to send something to Adam now you know he will shout you out for
I will
almost free.
almost free. Almost free. There we go. You know what's making me really happy? Do we have time, Brent? I just said your name. I just said your name
Wow,
again. I'm losing
4.
so much money. This is not good.
What are you gonna do to make yourself better on this?
I'm
kind of getting tired of this topic already.
gonna meditate.
No, it's not that. You need to actually remember just to have a conversation because you're thinking,
Show.
hey, these guys are listening, so I need to say his name. They know you're talking to me. You're not talking to them right now. You're talking to me. When
it
we do a
sucks.
radio show, you're talking to them. We always say in radio, you're talking to one person because radio is usually not a team sport.
Yeah.
Right? You're just talking. Just make sure you make it personal. Talk to that one person. Right now, you're just talking to me.
Yeah.
And you never say my name.
Yeah.
Okay.
I know. It's true.
And I've lost my pen. I've written.
Oh, I have a pen here.
I got it. Okay, what do you got? What's the next thing?
Quick one. This is making me so happy.
Okay. We're gonna do whatever you got, and then we're gonna play a game and get out of here.
Okay. Real quick. Do you watch the World Cup?
I like the World Cup,
Yeah.
and that's the only soccer that I
Me
like.
too.
Yeah.
Me too.
Oh,
Even
really?
though I love the sport, I never watch it. I'm not invested into the leagues. I don't want to watch 10 matches. I don't want to.
Okay.
I don't want to watch 90 minutes of a game. But if it's World Cup, I will. Jordan has officially made the World Cup, and I'm so happy.
Jordan, as in the brand, or
the country.
Jordan.
Yeah.
You know where my head goes? My head goes. Do you know about Michael Jordan?
You need to put a dirham in there for that, bro.
Whoa! No, it's just confusion. I'm gonna be broke if every time I get confused.
No, I'm just kidding.
Okay, the country Jordan has made it into World Cup.
Yeah, like they've made it.
Amazing.
And whenever an Arabic country makes the World Cup, I don't know why, I just get so overjoyed.
Because it's your roots, it's your heritage, right?
Yeah, it is true. Yeah, we like Jordan just made it a few days ago.
Mabruk, Jordan.
So
That's cool.
Mabruk, Jordan.
Now, when do we? Let's see. This is 2025. So it's next. Is it next year?
Next year. Yeah, next year.
Oh, it's in the U.S. and Canada. I
So
think.
U.S., Mexico, and Canada, and they've all automatically qualified because they're hosts.
That's cool.
Yeah. So yeah, your country's there, Brent. Your country's there.
Well, I mean, people are always talking about, oh, well, the U.S. be able to pull it off. It's like, are you kidding? We have all the infrastructure. You know, we just have so many stadiums. I mean, we're tripping over stadiums. They may be in disrepair, but I mean, they'll work. Okay.
Yeah.
I have 5 news stories from 2004, the year you were born. It's all audio.
Okay.
You tell me the news story based on the sound. If you get all 5, give you 100 dirhams. All right.
Based on the sound.
Yeah.
Let's get these headphones on.
All right. Put the headphones on. Now, I mean, I don't think 1, 2, 3, 4. I think 4 of them to me are pretty easy. The last one, I think you can figure out, but is a little harder. All right.
Okay.
Are you ready?
2004. Yes.
2004 news stories. Number 1.
If somebody was to put the question to you about the magnitude of what you think you've launched, how big do you think your product or your service is?
Well, it's impossible to tell. When we first launched, we were hoping for, maybe 400, 500 people. And now we're at 100,000 people. So who knows where we're going next?
Steve Jobs announcing the iPhone, launching the iPhone.
That is.
Wow. It's the iPod.
Wow.
Is it the iPod?
Wow.
No.
Hold up. First of all, it's not Steve Jobs. You want to hear it again?
Yeah.
Okay, real quick.
If somebody was to put the question to you about the magnitude of what you think you've launched, how big do you think your product or your service is?
Well, it's impossible to tell. When we first launched, we were hoping for, maybe
Mark
400,
Zuckerberg,
500 people.
Facebook.
And now
Yeah,
we're at
yeah.
100,000.
That is Mark
Who knows where we're
Zuckerberg talking
going
about the
next.
launch of Facebook. There you go.
I deserve this out.
You got it. You got it on the second swing. Sorry.
Yeah.
Okay, if you get the next 4, I'll give you 75 dirhams.
Okay.
All right?
Okay.
You lost 25 dirhams.
Yeah. Okay.
Here we go. What is this news story? From 2004, the year Adam was born.
Choose your music. Choose to be different.
Do you know what that is? This was a huge story. Now, I was already in radio at this point, and this was a huge story, especially if you're in the media. But it was a huge story. This is global. Do you know what that is?
This is. I don't even know the song's name.
Okay.
Is that important? I don't know.
It is not.
Okay.
As surprising as we occasionally play it on
sounds-
Virgin still.
Yeah, I know, right? I should know this. Okay. Is it Okay, it's probably an advertisement. It sounds like an ad. It
Okay.
sounds like a Super Bowl ad.
Okay.
Is it?
Oh, you're really onto something there.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
Great. It
Keep
sounds
going,
like because
keep
it sounds
going,
like
keep
Super
going.
Bowl ad. It sounds like the Justin Timberlake is a part of it as well.
Big. That's a big stretch there. Yes.
Yeah.
So far, so good.
Because I heard his voice. I don't know the girl's voice, but she's probably one of the singers of the song. I would have to say it is this. It is Justin Timberlake breaking up with somebody.
Okay. It is not. That's the song "Rock Your Body," right?
Yeah.
First of all.
Yeah.
And you got it, man. You were so on it that this is during the Super Bowl.
Okay.
It was during the Super Bowl, the
Yes.
halftime show, 2004. He's up there with Janet Jackson.
I don't know who she is.
You don't know who Janet Jackson
No.
is? All right. Yeah, you're incorrect. Not a breakup. Breakup. Sorry. So at the end of the song, he ripped off part of her top on purpose. Like he did it. He just grabbed it, ripped it off, and it kind of exposed her a little bit. Yeah.
Wow.
Now it's interesting because she had a little bit of a piercing situation going on, but it was one of those things where everybody was like, what just happened? I mean, biggest event of the year, most eyeballs on any TV show in the US is the Super Bowl. And suddenly here's Janet Jackson with her top half ripped off, right? And
Wow.
and now the interesting and kind of sad thing about it is a lot of people gave Janet Jackson more criticism than Justin, even though he's the one that did it. They always say that wasn't planned. At least Justin said it wasn't planned, but it was kind of obviously planned because only half came off. Wild story. Anyway, that is incorrect. Wow. Okay, number 3. Let's see.
I had no idea that happened.
You got 3 left.
50
dirhams if you can get all 3.
Okay.
All right. I think you're going to come back with this one. Here we go.
That is so fetch. Gretchen, stop trying to make fetch happen. It's not going to happen.
What is that from 2004?
Oh my God, you played this clip to me before on the podcast.
And you didn't learn that either, huh?
No. Wait, I know this. It's, wait.
Gonna give you 10 seconds. 10 seconds.
It's a movie. I don't know what the movie is. I've lost this.
Wow. Wow. Really?
Yeah, I've lost this.
From 2004, that is the film Mean Girls.
Oh my gosh.
That is so fetch.
That is so
Gretchen,
yeah.
stop trying to make fetch happen. It's not going to happen.
It's not looking good.
Yeah, it's
not looking good.
25 dirhams if I get the last 2.
He's naming it. He's calling his shot. Okay. 25 dirhams, you can get both of these. I think you might get this one. This might be the first one. I can't believe you haven't gotten any of these.
None of them.
Okay, here we go.
Well, do you guys have to go to the new house right away, or do you have some time? We got some time. Okay, should we get some coffee?
Sure. Where?
What is that news piece from 2004?
It's an episode of Friends.
Which episode of Friends?
I have no idea. I have no clue.
Think about it. Einstein?
I don't even know the names of
even the
people.
context. You heard this. What are they doing
Do you
there?
guys have to go to the new house right away, or do you have some time? We got some time.
Jennifer Aniston.
Okay, should we get some coffee?
Sure. Where?
So, which episode?
I can't tell you the number. I can't tell you the name. I could just tell you the episode where Jennifer Aniston moves houses.
Wow. Really?
Yeah.
I mean, it's the final episode of Friends. It's the final episode.
That's a
you
big...
can tell they're crying. You can't hear them crying there.
I should have been smart enough to get that.
I really felt like you were going to.
I thought 2004 was too far back. Okay.
All right, I'm going to go back to 100 dirhams now for this last one.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah,
Oh,
you're ready?
yes.
Okay, because I don't think you're going to get it.
All right.
But with context clues, maybe.
Don't give me any clues if you're putting 100 dirhams there.
100 dirhams, here we go.
Πέτρος Γαλακτόπουλος, Ηλίας Χατζηπαυλής, Νίκη Μπακογιάννη, Άγγελος Μπασινάς, Λεωνίδας Κόκας, Μιχάλης Μουρούτσος.
He's smiling. He's smiling right now. Does that mean you know what it is?
Λεωνίδης.
It just
No.
goes on like this.
Is that it?
That's it. That's it.
Στένις Ταμπάκος.
Is that Spanish Harry Potter?
Spanish Harry Potter.
Is that Spanish Harry Potter?
Wow, for a guy who knows his languages, that kind of blows my mind that you didn't at least. I mean, even I would have gotten that language.
Romanian, Russian?
If I tell you it was Greek,
Greek,
would that help you?
Oh yeah, because of the names. Yeah.
But what would that event be? 2004.
Oh, the Olympics.
The Olympics. It's the opening ceremony of the Olympics. There you go.
Yeah.
Ηλίας
Sorry, Adam.
I am so disappointed in myself.
I gotta say, I'm a little disappointed in you too.
Μπακογιάννη.